You know, ladies and gentlemen, I need to ask you guys probably the most serious question you'll be asked this week. Uh, what is the most annoying sound in the world? Like when you hear it, you go, oh, just please, shut up. Like what would be at the top for you? Now I know a lot of people are probably saying the iPhone alarm, roadworks, maybe babies crying in public. But when I say this one thing, that probably a lot of people haven't thought of, but when I say it, they're gonna go, yeah, you know what, that is the most annoying sound in the world, and I wish it would shut up. You know, right at the top, the most annoying sound, and this should be an official rank by the way, is just simply woke liberal women talking. Because whenever these people talk, all they ever want to talk about is a political cause that they apparently care so deeply about. It doesn't matter when it is or where it is, these people will use the chance to talk about some sort of activism. Now I know somebody watching right now is going, oh, how dare you say such a thing? That is so misogynist. It's not my fault they're unbearable, man. Every time they open their mouths, I just want to rip my ears off and chuck them out the window. But it doesn't matter when it is or where it is, as I said. Oh boy, these people will use the chance to talk about a political cause, even if it's during a wedding speech. I'm not even joking. We have this viral video going around of a liberal woman, if she does identify as a woman. We all know what these people are like. So hard to keep a straight face, man. But she uses her wedding speech to not talk about the wedding. Oh no, that would be too normal. Too normal for these people. Not to talk about the person she's marrying, which is a man. I know, everybody's shocked. But she uses her wedding speech to talk about trans rights and Gaza. Now those two things obviously go in the same sentence. But just imagine that. If I was at that wedding and I heard somebody start talking about that stuff, I'm walking straight out. Just imagine you're sat there and you're hoping the person you're marrying is about to say something about, how much they love you, how much they've enjoyed the relationship, the memories. And they pick up the mic and they start talking about trans rights and Gaza. I don't know about you guys, but on the spot, I'd be getting a divorce. And again, walking straight out. Now we're going to take a look at this video, and you guys might think I'm being harsh or whatever. Nah, when you listen to it, you're going to understand why I also said, the most annoying sound in the world is woke liberal women. Now before we get into it, if you could, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into it. Worst wedding speech ever. Imagine using your wedding day to rant about Gaza and men in dresses. See, I wasn't joking. Can't even get a wedding speech these days without some sort of political messaging. Just for one day. Shut up.
Alongside their demonisation of trans people, our government and media is currently also complicit in a genocide. And I know some of you may think a wedding is not the time to think of this, but it frankly would not sit right with me to not take this opportunity when I have a platform to speak on this issue. Everyone should be able to have a day like today. And I don't mean with all this sort of thing. I mean a day surrounded by loved ones who wholeheartedly support us and our relationship with no judgment. We are in a relationship that is simultaneously celebrated by random strangers who find out we're engaged, but also is so mainstream that no one bats an eyelid if we were to walk down the street hand in hand. We are not ostracized by society for simply being who we are and loving who we love. Everyone should get to feel how that feels. Transgender people are being punished for simply being who they are, and we must speak up. We are losing hard-fought ground, and we simply cannot yield to hatred.
Hey. Listen to that crowd. Once again, you say something political on the left side of things. The seals are even active during a wedding. Imagine being in that room, you're sat there, she starts talking about that, and people around you start clapping. That is insanity to me. I'd be walking straight the F out of there. Does she need any more attention? Seriously, this is your wedding. Your wedding. The attention's gonna be on you. You don't need to do this. I mean, that's what they're doing it for. The attention.
We are losing hard-fought ground, and we simply cannot yield to hatred. Trans men are men, trans women are women, trans rights are fucking human rights. Alongside their demonization of trans people, our government and media is currently also complicit in a genocide. And I know some of you may think a wedding is not the time to think of this, but it frankly would not sit right with me to not take this opportunity when I have a platform to speak on this issue. The ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian people is a horror that cannot be ignored. We cannot succumb to hatred. We have to email our MPs, we have to speak up, or we will be lost, all of us. All this love has to be good for something beyond our immediate surroundings. And then I was going to do a mic drop, and then I asked George, and George said the mics cost £5,000, so I'm not going to do that.
Wow.
So yeah, in short, I love Matthew, free Palestine, and trans rights are human rights. Enjoy your mate.
Well, I mean, at least she said she loves the person she's marrying, right? At least she got that part in there. But what the actual... And it just shows you how insane people are, how emotional people are, that they have to do this on their wedding day. Their wedding day. Like, you can have all the political beliefs you want about certain issues going on, but on your wedding day, during your wedding speech, and her husband let her do that? Mate, that's embarrassing. Embarrassing. So any single dude watching right now, I urge you, please, please, do not marry a liberal woman. Because just like that, you will have to sit through a speech about trans rights and everything else going on in the world. Let them marry other women. Alright, I know a lot of liberal women tend to marry each other. Just let them do that. Okay. Wow. That has got to be one of the most ridiculous videos I've ever seen. Seriously. Like, no joke here. Imagine being married to that woman. Imagine what your life's going to be like. Every day it's just... Can't say anything that she wouldn't agree with. You question anything to do with transgenderism. I don't know how these men do it. I really don't. But clearly they aren't the man in the relationship. Because I don't think any masculine man would sit through that or even want to marry a woman like that. What are your thoughts on that speech, ladies and gentlemen? Did you think it was stunning, brave, progressive, or like me? Do you agree? Like I said at the beginning, the most annoying sound in the world is woke liberal women talking. Leave your thoughts down below. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, share this video. But until next time, it has been your host JD. Have a great day. Stay safe. And I'm out. Peace.